have to take advantage of. They cannot afford to miss too many of those inside shots like that.
George tried to bulldog Okoro to the basket. Okoro defend. Spent his last 5 seasons in Charlotte. He's badgered by Colin Sexton off to Ibaka. Ibaka cans it from straight away.
He will shoot that shot.
Sexton high post to Andre Drummond. Back to Sexton. Good give and go. The Clippers fell in Brooklyn just last night, 124-120. Leonard spots up from 3. Kawhi is on the board. Williams is shooting 36% from 3 for this Clippers team. Not bad. He ranks 10th on the team in three-point shooting percentage as Colin Sexton, 2.5 in. George winds his way to the basket, puts it up with the left hand.
Make those shots against this team because they make you pay if you don't.
George, spin move, a pretty one.
See, you got to make
three here on Monday night. George looking to penetrate on Okoro, nothing doing. Back to Ibaka for 3.
And again, that's where they get you. They're so good that you have to help out, and when you help, they make you pay.
Drummond inside. First shot doesn't go. Second does. He gets
championship partner in Leonard.
Said Kawhi called him and said, "Are we doing this?" You got it, Kawhi. Leonard from the corner, and the Clippers, as advertised, have opened up 3 of 3 from deep. They're 6 of 7 from the floor.
Now you see why I say you can't have too many long shots this team. You got to be consistent with your efforts.
Sexton has hit his first 4 shots. Kawhi gets inside position.
Every now and then, they're in the man-to-man right now, but their last possession, he went to a zone, and Drummond got a dunk.
Sexton toward the bucket, lays it in.
Right, it's a good, if your players can understand how to do it, it's a good change of pace. Boy, he's shooting that.
Pestered by Sexton. Sexton got a hand in there. George, though, is able to get it off the...
Well, again, this team is, and that's Lou's style. He's going to take advantage of all the mismatches.
Lou Williams is not bashful and weaves to the foul line. Now to Osman, off to Allen. Garland again, 15-footer. It's true.
Nice move.
And out come the Cavaliers with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. The Cavs trail by 11. Garland mid-range.
Again, the high.
Justin Windler nearly knocked it away from Zubac. Ball on the hardwood. Kennard gets it back, fires, and he got it. Oh, boy.
Defense.
10-point ball game.
There it is right there.
Garland once more. Taking a look. Trapping. Good play by Dylan Windler to knock it away from Zubac. As here's Sexton now. Sexton pulls up, fires. Colin Sexton is in his back pocket. Angles off an Allen screen.
Sweet spot.
Osman, good offensive rebound. He had 6 off.
What they could do wasn't that bad. And for this team, for the Cavs, they just knew what they were getting right off the bat. 2 guys that wanted to, impact this team.
Center is, after the Clippers came out and hit 11 of their first 12 shots, they are just 3 of their last 16. This man, meanwhile, continues.
And the one thing this will do, they're coming off as a back-to-back situation. You got to put pressure on them, and that's exactly what the Cavaliers.
Early in this season, they see is Jackson to the bucket, blocked by Allen. Prince to Okoro. Okoro crushes it home.
He makes himself small by attempting that type of shot. He got to use his size in that situation.
Leonard does that, uses his size. Around the perimeter, watched by Sexton. Hands off to Kawhi Leonard. The shot clock is down to 3. Kawhi on Drummond. Gets the roll.
Well, he has such
LA bench. Larry Drew is one of the assistants for Tehran. Larry actually took over for Tehran as that ball is wheels it up top to Ibaka. Now it's Reggie Jackson. Jackson off an Ibaka screen. Ibaka wants it up top. That's where Jackson goes with it. And that's the result. And Garland, they got their signals crossed.
Oh!
Pass by Leonard. Prince to Stevens. Stevens with a dunk. What Pistons franchise history, believe it or not. Kennard, baseline. Ibaka, corner. Sexton closes out on him. Batum, fadeaway. But the Clippers starters had the advantage over the Cavs starters in the first half. The inverse was true for the reserves as a 15-footer by George goes down. Jackson, who wears a 1 on his back, lobs inside looking for Leonard. Leonard dishes out to Ibaka for 3, and it pays off.
Trying to slip down, slip back into lapses of scoring, and this team, you can't do that with this team.
Starting 5 for each club remains on the floor. Kawhi to the bucket. The Clippers have the first 9 points. Will not take a timeout. He will not challenge. Those two things need to go together if you want to challenge in the NBA, as Garland for the Cavaliers need.
Yep.
Point of emphasis a couple of seasons ago. Once again this year. George. The Clippers are now by the Clippers. The Cavs have committed but 5. They've been pretty clean in that area. Garland, another floater, and another 2. Clippers 66, Cavaliers 59. George contested 3. Oh boy.
Orchestrating the whole thing. Very calm individual under pressure. He just set things up so good for the team, and they delivered for
Checked in, gets a hand on it. This was the bench group that settled things down for the Cavaliers in the first quarter after the Clippers jumped all over the Cavs.
Offense was much more efficient. They just did a solid job as a team and making it tough on the Cavs as Prince.
Out comes Garland. Cavs down 10. Shovels to Osman. Osman puts it up. Put back is good.
Defense to offense.
Williams again. Williams hesitation move. Baby hook. Got it. But has not missed a beat for this team.
Yeah, it's tough coming off the bench, being ready to play, but he's done a good job. He came out in that third quarter. In this quarter here, he came out ready to go.
Another floater by Darius. George directs traffic. 2 seconds left. Contested 3.
Whoa.
Been that kind of night. We're back underway in the fourth quarter. Jetty Osman fires a 3. He knocks it down. Sexton as Morris hit the deck. Here goes George once again. Uses a Zubac screen. He remains 62% in the third quarter as Sexton weaves through traffic. Deals back to Stevens. Stevens, tough drifting jumper. Sexton is guarded by Williams. Uses an Allen screen. Another mid-range jumper by Colin Sexton. He has 22 points. That's a team high.
Yeah, and that's the shot that they're going to have to continue to make. Oh, boy. Because it doesn't.
Here is 85. Zubac has 6 and 6 off the LA bench. Sexton from distance. He knocks it down. Gives it up to Morris. 2 hands off to George. George this time on Sexton. Crossover, dribble, and a 3. Last season didn't feel like part of a team. Everything was rushed as here he goes to work on cue and misses the dunk. Okoro up ahead to Garland. Only Williams can stop him, and Williams with the rejection. But the ball saved right to Okoro. The Clippers bench reacted almost as if they couldn't believe Williams blocked that shot as Williams. Drummond straight away. Bothered by Zubac. Gets doubled, and Zubac blocks the shot. Williams off to George.
My goodness.
Works on his numerical counterpart, number 2 Sexton. Leans back into Collin, twists, fires, and scores.
It's one of the top scorers in this league.
Fiondu Cabangeli to the bucket. Missed the shot. Zubac grabs the loose ball, puts it up. 2 more home games on this stretch this week as straightaway jumper by Terrence Mann has combined for 50 points. Might not be done yet as Sexton remains out there on the floor, and here comes Collin. Shovels to Windler. Windler to the bucket, puts it up and in. Gives together. Wait a second. It was a computer that I took apart. Put it back together. Not a toaster. Kennard in the corner. The 3-point shot